Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go! 60 Pittsburgh!
Now a first down throw, Greer. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Touchdown, Packers! From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd and 10, Greer. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. And that's caught by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, Greer. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I don't care who you put on him. he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Hey, echo. Fight.
First down, Greer. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Parker unable to get that one.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Throwing to start the drive. Conway into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Intercepted by the Saints. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
Well, this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, wahoo!
Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Greer. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Greer. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin Bush. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
61, match box, go.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and throwing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, defense. Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd and long, here is Greer. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 52. 80 weapons. Hard, hard. Check 13. Check 13. Check.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's checking. Protein spill. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 50. Check 50.
Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Conway out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off play action. Conway. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Conway making the catch is Sternberger. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, set. 60 yard.
I'm coming for you, son. Back.
22 jet bomber.
52.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Conway. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Check cross.
Bravo.
47's the mic. 47.
Operating from the gun. Conway. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Jay Sternberger. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Greer on 1st down. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Greer. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Greer just beating the play clock. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
You draw quarter.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Back to the air. Greer on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. PackHers 10. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Five.
Off the play fake. Conway. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Recon, 132 fighter.
SOS. Hey, check 25.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, Conway. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off play action. Conway. And the pressure gets to him again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Thomas has got it. Complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run. This is Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Greer. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Greer. The open man is Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 22. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Ready, set.
Mike 5-4.
On 1st down, it's Greer. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 8, read.
Down to lose one.
Let's go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Taking it about the 16. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So, see if they can atone for that. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And you know the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Let's go, let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice. or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Greer now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st down.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now on 2nd and 13, Greer. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On play action, Greer to throw it. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And that's their 1st sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on 2nd down. Conway, blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, Echo.
Back to throw. Conway. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Conway. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They go back to the ground with Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
218, chopper.
Operating from the gun, Conway. A dump underneath to Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll run it with Jones. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on 3rd down. Greer. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Greer sets to throw. Oh, now Greer, he fumbled the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 38-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Here we go, D. Get up.
Off the play fake. Conway. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
There defensively.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
He's not going to get me. Hey, Alpha.
On 4th down, Conway. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Saints will have the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
30 base. 22 jump bombers. 22 snap.
Kamara. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The Saints on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Greer to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Past the 20. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Break. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Let go.
On 1st and 10, Greer. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet, not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Greer looks to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Smooth. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Conway. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, an even 90 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Now the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Greer, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Let's go.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? 70, Indy. Leo. Kill.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 43. Big edge.
Now Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Watch the pass.
Greer on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, But my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Jones. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air. Greer on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're looking sharp out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Conway. It's caught here by Adams. 14 yards. Good for a Packer 1st down.
61. Match box lights.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Greer. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards.
Ready?
First down,
60 Pittsburgh.
54. I got you, son. I got you.
Go.
First down, Greer. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Wayne. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
On first down, Conway. Complete to Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
47. Hey, Haywood.
Second and 6. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Running with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Greer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Check, 54. Let's go.
On third down, Greer. And an alley to run. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And Kamara has it stripped, but fortunately the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on second down. Greer. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. A play fake. Now Greer to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. A nice little juke. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. And they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
Just like that.
Looking to throw. Conway. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Kamara try the right side. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the ground, Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
I got him. Hey, Delta.
Mike 5-4.
On first down, it's Greer. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. X3, 218, chopper.
Check. No. Check three.
Throwing again. Conway under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
22's coming, Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. Now this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Greer looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Greer looking long for Thomas. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or.
All day, dog. Switch.
Topper. Hey, exit. Ready.
Back to throw. Conway. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. On second down, here's Greer. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They fake the handoff. Now Greer. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 84 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Fielded about a yard deep. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now. It's Jones, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Conway. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Equanimeous St. Brown. Sets up fourth down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd and 9, Greer. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Greer going for the deep ball. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Conway. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
On the set. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Back to throw. Conway. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Looking to throw. Conway. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On 1st and 10, Conway, and that's complete to Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Go.
Off play action. Conway. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Go. Recon, 132 fighter. Hit it.
From the gun, Conway. And Adams has it, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Got it.
Mike 5-2. Watch the run.
Ready.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Greer. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And 2 stop.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
General West.
Check 15.
Again, it's Kamara, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. They're going to go. It's Greer. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Greer now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, Greer. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I'm coming. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Check the out. Let's go.
Ready?
2nd and 10. Here's Greer again. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Under 10, under 10.
Kamara trying again. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with an extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. This is Jones. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Dexter Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10.
We don't work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Greer. Well, this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Parker, the intended target. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Jones. Finds an opening past the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Conway. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check nickel. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Hey, Wahoo.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Throwing on first down. Conway. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Yes, yes.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Going 58 is the Mike.
Ready, ready.
To throw again. Conway. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Head up. 60 outlaws. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Conway. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it.
First and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Greer. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I'd love to see games finish that way.
So for the Packers, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.